Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Ooh, yeah.
Today,
Here's a good one.
we are going to crack open Bruce Bryans's texts. So good he can't ignore.
Ooh, spicy.
Sassy texting secrets for attracting high-quality men.
Love that subtitle.
If you love getting the juicy bits from the best books
Yes.
out there, you're in the right spot.
Absolutely.
And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Book Summary Podcast
Yes, please.
for even more deep dives into amazing reads.
We got a lot coming. This book is
did.
all about using texting to your advantage in the dating game.
Okay.
And let me tell you, Brian's really gets into the male psyche.
Oh, that's what we like.
It's fascinating.
Let's dive in.
One of the most fascinating things Brian's highlights is how communication, especially when you're first getting to know someone, can be a subtle battle for status.
Whoa.
It's almost subconscious, but it's definitely happening.
A status battle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new way to think about texting. I'm already hooked.
Tell me more. Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
You're texting a guy you're interested in, and you want to come across as confident and high value, right?
Of course.
But without seeming too eager or desperate.
Oh, yes. It's such a delicate balance.
It is.
I've totally been there overanalyzing every word.
Oh, yeah.
An emoji, trying to strike that perfect tone.
It's a dance. It really is. That's where things can get tricky. Brian's points out how certain texting habits can accidentally lower your perceived value without you even realizing it.
Oh, no.
He calls it giving away your power in those early interactions.
Interesting. So how do we avoid giving away our power?
Yes. Good question.
I'm ready to take notes.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
One example he gives is the laughter shield.
Okay.
You know when you overuse lol or haha at the end of almost every sentence?
Oh my gosh, I'm so guilty of that.
I think we all are.
I thought it made me seem cool and carefree.
Yeah, like I'm chill.
Yeah, I'm not taking things too seriously.
But Brian suggests men might actually perceive it as insecurity.
Insecurity.
Yeah. It's like you're trying to soften the blow of your own presence or downplay your own feelings.
Wow. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Good point.
So instead of ha-haing my way through every text, what does he recommend?
Emojis.
Emojis.
He suggests using emojis more strategically.
Oh.
A well-placed flirty emoji
Okay.
can convey lightheartedness and interest without undermining your confidence. It's about finding that sweet spot between being engaging and maintaining a sense of mystery.
Ooh, a touch of mystery. I like that. It's all about keeping him intrigued.
Exactly.
So, what other texting traps should we avoid? I'm ready to ditch any habits that are making me look desperate.
Ooh, yeah. Desperation is not a good look, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Another fascinating concept Brian's dives into is the idea that men are actually more attracted to women who are a bit of a challenge.
Wait, really?
Yeah?
I thought playing hard to get was outdated advice.
It is in some ways, yeah.
Like, who has time for all those games?
No. It's not so much about playing games, but more about understanding male psychology.
Sure.
Brian's explains that men are wired to pursue, to conquer, to win. They thrive on the challenge, and it actually increases their desire.
Okay, so it's not about being manipulative or intentionally playing mind games.
No.
But about understanding that men are naturally drawn to women who don't give themselves away too easily.
Exactly. It's about maintaining a sense of self-respect and knowing your worth.
Right.
You're a prize, not a participation trophy.
Love that.
And Brian's illustrates this perfectly.
Oh, good.
The story of Melody and Vince.
Okay, let's hear about Melody and Vince. I love a good dating story.
Oh, this is a juicy one. So Melody's texting this guy, Vince.
Okay.
And he's taking forever to reply to her messages. Like 3 days to respond. Can you imagine?
Oh, the dreaded slow texter.
The worst.
I've definitely been there staring at my phone wondering what's going on.
I know, right?
It's such a mood killer.
The worst.
It is.
And most of us in Melody's shoes would probably either ignore it and try to play it cool or get upset and send a passive-aggressive text.
Oh, totally. I've been both of those women. The ice queen and the drama queen.
Right.
Neither approach seemed to work that well.
They don't, but Melody does something brilliant.
Yeah?
Instead of letting Vince's slow response dictate her mood, she sends him a playful but firm text. She says something like, wow, 3 days to reply.
Ooh.
I was starting to think you'd gotten lost in the Bermuda Triangle of texting.
I love that response.
Right.
It's acknowledging his slow response.
Yeah.
Without being accusatory or needy.
Totally.
It's playful. It's sassy.
It is.
And it's definitely getting his attention.
You got it.
Exactly.
It's showing him that she has standards, and she's not willing to wait around for him to get his act together.
I love that.
And guess what?
What?
Vince actually apologizes and steps up his game.
No way.
Yeah.
The sassy text actually worked.
It does.
That's amazing.
It can.
But I have to ask,
Yeah.
what if he hadn't responded?
Mm-hmm.
What if he just shrugged it off
and
continued with his slow texting ways?
That's a great question. And that's where Brian's concept of leaning back comes into play.
Okay, I've heard this leaning back phrase a few times now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely intrigued.
It's a good one.
But I need a little more clarity.
Okay.
What exactly does it mean in the context of texting?
Okay. Leaning back is all about resisting the urge to overinvest, especially via text. It's about creating space for him to pursue you, rather than constantly chasing after his attention.
So instead of sending those double or triple texts,
oh, God, no.
When he doesn't reply right away, I should just chill and see what happens.
Exactly. It's about trusting the process and believing that if he's truly interested, he'll make the effort.
I love that.
And Brian's provides a fantastic example of this in action with the story of Natalie and Ethan.
Okay, I'm ready for another dating saga.
Ooh, yes.
Tell me about Natalie and Ethan.
Okay. So Natalie and Ethan meet. There's some initial spark. And they exchange numbers. Ethan mentions maybe doing something over the weekend, but is super vague about it.
Oh, I've been Natalie so many times.
I don't know, where are you
Eagerly awaiting confirmation.
Oh, yeah.
Refreshing my inbox every 5 seconds.
I know. It's torture. It is. And then to make matters worse, Ethan takes 3 whole days to reply.
Ugh. The suspense is killing me. What does he say? Is he finally asking her out?
Nope. He sends a super low-effort text about how his weekend was fun and how he ended up playing golf with his friends.
It's like, oh, so I wasn't important enough to make plans with.
I know, right?
What does Natalie do?
I know. This is the good part. Most of us, in Natalie's shoes, would probably launch into a long text explaining how busy we've been. Or trying to subtly guilt trip him for not following through.
Oh, totally.
I know.
I'd probably send a passive-aggressive, sounds fun, with a bunch of exclamation points.
Oh, yeah.
Just to let him know I'm not impressed.
Totally.
But Natalie does something completely unexpected.
Yes.
She simply replies
with, that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's all she wrote.
That's it. No emojis.
Nope.
No explanation.
Nothing.
I'm speechless.
I know.
Tell me she at least added a sassy gif or something.
Not even. Just, okay.
Oh.
And then she follows up with a brief text about her own week, ending by casually suggesting they maybe do something later in the week.
Whoa. Talk about leaning back.
I know, right?
She's basically saying,
she is.
I'm not going to chase you. If you're interested, you'll have to put in the effort.
Yes.
I'm in awe of her confidence.
As you should be.
And guess what?
What?
Ethan freaks out.
He does.
He starts apologizing.
Oh, yeah.
Explaining how bad he is at texting.
Yeah.
And then finally asks her out on a proper date.
Yes, he did.
No way. Text actually worked.
I know, right?
That's incredible.
It is.
It's like she gave him the space to miss her.
Yeah.
And realize what he was about to lose.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of leaning back.
Love it.
It's not about playing games, but about creating space for him to step up.
Right.
And demonstrate his level of interest.
It's like you're giving him the opportunity to either rise to the occasion or fade into the background.
Exactly.
If you're digging this kind of dating advice and want to hear more juicy book breakdowns, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Book Summary Podcast.
Please.
We got tons of great content coming your way.
We do. And this leaning back strategy ties into another crucial point Brian's makes.
Okay.
Men often find it a turnoff when women use pet names too early.
Pet names?
Yeah.
Like babe.
Babe, honey.
Honey, sweetheart. All of that. I thought guys liked being called babe or honey.
Right.
It's supposed to be cute and flirty.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But Brian's argues that while you might think it's endearing,
yeah,
men can actually interpret it as presumptuous.
what?
Or even a bit desperate.
Whoa, desperate.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way. I thought it was just a harmless way to show affection.
I know.
Like, hey, sweetie.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But Bryans explains that men, especially in the beginning, are carefully analyzing your behavior for clues about your value and relationship potential.
Okay.
So calling him sweetie before you're even officially dating could send the wrong signal.
It could. So calling him sweetie before we're even officially dating could send the wrong signal.
He might think you're trying to claim him before he's earned it.
Oh.
Or that you're more invested than he is. Remember, men love the pursuit.
Okay.
So you want to create that dynamic where he's chasing you, not feeling like he's already been caught.
Okay, this is blowing my mind. I'm definitely rethinking my pet name strategy.
I know, me too. It's about creating that magnetic pull that makes him want to chase after you rather than feeling like you're already his.
Yeah. It all comes back to that status dynamic we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
By holding back on those overly familiar terms, you're subtly communicating that you're not easily won over.
Right. You're not a pushover. You're a prize.
Right.
He's got to work for it. It's like you're saying, I'm worth the effort. Earn the right to call me babe.
Earn it, buddy.
Earn it.
Yeah. And this brings us to another game-changing concept.
Oh, good.
That Bryans emphasizes the importance of making other plans, even if you're really into the guy you're texting.
I know, right?
Okay, I'm a little confused.
Right.
Why would I make other plans when I'm hoping he'll ask me out?
That's a good question. It seems counterintuitive.
It does.
But wouldn't that send the signal that I'm not interested?
Like, no, I'm busy. Right. I don't have time for you.
It's not about playing hard to get, but about showing him that you have a life outside of your phone. Right. That you're not sitting around waiting for him to entertain you.
So it's about radiating that I'm busy, I'm in demand energy.
Exactly. Bryans argues that men are attracted to women who are active,
engaged, and have their own passions.
Okay.
It makes you seem more desirable, more intriguing, and less likely to be clingy or needy.
It's like you're showing him that you're not just waiting for him to complete your life.
Yep.
You already have a fulfilling life of your own.
And that confidence is incredibly sexy.
It is.
And speaking of sexy, Bryans has some strong opinions about texting etiquette. Particularly when it comes to grammar and spelling.
Wait, really? Grammar?
Yeah.
I thought texting was supposed to be casual and spontaneous.
It is?
Are we talking about diagramming sentences and using perfect punctuation?
Not that extreme. Okay. But he does make the point that excessively sloppy texting can be a turnoff.
Okay.
It's like showing up to a first date in sweatpants and a stained T-shirt.
Yeah, I get that.
It might not be a deal breaker, but it doesn't exactly make a great first impression. Okay, I see his point.
Yeah.
It's not about being a grammar snob.
No.
But about taking a little pride in your communication.
Exactly.
And showing that you care about how you present yourself.
You got it. It's a subtle cue that speaks volumes about your attention to detail.
Okay.
And how you value yourself.
Yeah.
Think of it as channeling your inner Grace Kelly while texting.
Ooh, I love that analogy. Grace Kelly texting.
Effortlessly chic.
I'm so there.
And speaking of things that can sabotage your texting game, Bryans has this golden rule that I think we can all relate to.
Lay it on me.
Never text while emotionally compromised.
Preach. We've all been there. A little too much wine.
Yeah.
A bad day at work.
Yes.
And suddenly we're composing those epic, emotionally charged texts that we later regret.
Oh, I've been there.
It's a recipe for disaster.
It is.
It is.
Bryans says to avoid texting while drunk, upset, or otherwise not in your right mind. Those emotionally fueled messages rarely have the intended effect.
Never do.
And can often lead to misunderstandings or even damage the connection you're trying to build.
So true.
It's like once you hit send, there's no taking it back.
There isn't.
So what's the solution?
What's his solution for this texting pitfall? Because I definitely need some strategies to avoid those late night, what were you thinking moments.
I think we all do.
I know.
He has a brilliant tip.
Okay.
Give your phone to a friend if you're going out.
Okay.
Or if you're home alone feeling down,
yeah,
put your phone in another room where you can't easily access it.
Okay.
Out of sight.
Yeah.
Out of mind.
Out of the danger zone?
Out of the danger zone of sending regrettable texts.
Okay, that's genius. It's like removing the temptation altogether.
It is.
I'm definitely implementing this strategy.
Me too.
And speaking of things we should never send via text.
Oh.
Brian's has some very strong words about unsolicited pictures. I think we can all agree that's a major boundary violation.
It is.
And a huge turnoff.
A huge turnoff.
Absolutely. And Brian's doesn't shy away from this topic.
He does not.
He offers some insights into why some men might send these.
Right.
Testing boundaries, seeking instant gratification.
Could be.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
But regardless of the reason,
yeah,
it's never acceptable.
It's not.
It's disrespectful, it's objectifying,
It is.
and it's definitely not the way to win a woman's heart.
Not the way.
Exactly. And he provides some practical and even humorous examples of how to shut it down while still being playful and maybe even hinting at future possibilities.
If he behaves.
If he behaves himself.
Right.
Ooh, I like that approach.
Yeah.
It's not about being aggressive or shaming him.
No.
But about setting those boundaries clearly and firmly while still maintaining a sense of humor.
Exactly. You can redirect the conversation.
Okay.
Maybe send a picture of a delicious sandwich instead. You know, sorry, no naked pics, but here's a delicious sandwich to feast your eyes on.
Genius.
Oh, no, right?
It's playful.
It is.
It sets a boundary.
Yes.
And it might even make him crave a real-life sandwich date with you.
Exactly.
And this brings us to another texting pitfall that Brian's highlights.
Yeah.
The dangers of oversharing.
Whoa.
Especially in those early stages of getting to know someone.
Right.
Ooh, oversharing.
It's so easy to do.
It is. I think we're all guilty of this sometimes.
Yeah.
That urge to tell him about every little drama in our day.
I know.
Or to vent about our annoying coworker.
Yes.
Or the crazy traffic we had to deal with.
Who hasn't?
Right. And while it's great to eventually be able to share those things with a partner.
Yeah. Once you're in a relationship, and you built that trust.
Right.
But early on, you want him to associate you with positivity and fun. Right.
Not negativity.
Why is that?
Remember, you're still creating that first impression.
Yeah.
That's true, even if it's happening via text.
I thought guys liked it when you opened up to them.
To a certain extent, yes.
It's supposed to create intimacy and connection, right?
Later.
Later.
Not early on.
So instead of texting him about my crazy day, I should focus on sharing the good stuff, like my exciting plans for the weekend or that hilarious thing my friend said.
Exactly. Sharing positive experiences, funny observations, or exciting plans creates more attractive energy.
So it's about creating that I'm a fun person to be around energy rather than I'm a Greg, stay away from me.
Exactly. You want to be the highlight of his day, not another source of stress.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's like, who wants to date a constant complainer?
Nobody.
I'd much rather be the woman who brings joy and laughter into his life.
You got it.
And this ties into another interesting point. Okay.
That Brian's makes about last-minute dates.
Oh, yes. This is tricky.
Ooh, last-minute dates.
It is.
This is a tricky one.
It is.
I'm all about spontaneity.
You too.
But I also know that my time is valuable.
Yes.
And I deserve to be treated with respect.
Yes, you do. Exactly. And Brian suggests that while accepting last-minute dates every now and then can be fun, consistently saying yes sends the message that you're always available and waiting around for him.
Which can diminish his desire to pursue you.
Exactly.
It's like if you're always available at a moment's notice, he might not feel the need to make an effort or plan in advance.
Exactly.
Okay, this is making me rethink my always say yes policy.
Yeah.
So how do I strike that balance between being spontaneous and valuing my time? What kind of message should I send if he asks me out last minute?
Okay.
But I'd rather have more notice.
Brian's provides some great text examples that are both playful and firm. Okay.
You could say something like, wow, that's tempting, but I've already made plans.
Okay.
Maybe give a girl a little more notice next time.
Ooh, I like that.
I know, right?
It's setting a boundary without being rude or making him feel bad.
Exactly. It's about being assertive and valuing your time.
Right.
Which, as we've discussed, is a huge turn-on for high-quality men.
It is. All right, taking notes. No more last-minute dates. Unless they're truly special circumstances.
A real emergency.
Yeah, an emergency. And I'm definitely adding that give a girl a little more notice line to my texting arsenal.
To your arsenal. And this brings us to another important point that Brian's emphasizes. Texting is not the platform for serious conversation.
Ooh, this is a big one. I think we've all experienced the frustration of trying to resolve a conflict or have a deep, meaningful conversation via text.
The worst.
It's a recipe for disaster.
It really is.
Texting lacks the nuance.
The tone of voice. The body language.
Yes.
That's so crucial for effective communication.
Totally.
Especially when it comes to sensitive topics.
Absolutely.
So easy to misinterpret tone and intention when you're just reading words on a screen.
It is.
It can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings.
Of course.
And even escalate conflict.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And Brian suggests that phone calls, or even better, in-person conversations are essential for navigating those important discussions.
Totally.
It allows for that crucial emotional connection.
It does.
That can get lost in the digital world.
It really can.
Okay, listeners, hear that. Put down your phones and have those crucial conversations face to face. It's worth the effort.
It is much better.
Much better. Now let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
And talk about some of the more positive, attraction-building, texting techniques that Brian's outlines.
Love this. I'm ready.
Okay, bring on the good stuff. I'm ready to master the art of the irresistible text message.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
He starts by emphasizing the importance of mirroring enthusiasm.
Okay.
When he initiates a text, match his energy to show you're interested and create that spark.
This makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's like if he's putting in the effort to reach out and engage with you, why not meet him halfway with your own enthusiasm?
Exactly. Brian's argues that this energetic exchange is crucial for building chemistry and momentum.
Okay.
He illustrates this perfectly with the example of Logan and Beth.
Okay, I'm all ears for Logan and Beth's texting adventure.
This is a good one.
I'm always a sucker for a good success story.
So, Logan is out of town for work and texts Beth asking for restaurant recommendations.
Seems innocent enough. What happens next?
Beth could have easily just rattled off a list of places to eat, right? But instead, she uses this opportunity to flirt and showcase her personality.
So it's not just about giving him the information he requested.
No.
But about turning it into a chance to connect.
Yes.
And create that spark.
Exactly.
I bet Logan was glued to his phone.
I'm sure he was.
It's like she's creating this irresistible energy that he can't help but respond to.
It's magnetic.
What are some specific things she does to keep Logan hooked?
Well, first of all, she avoids those one-word answers that can kill a conversation.
It's a conversation killer.
Instead of just saying yes or no to his questions, she elaborates, giving her reasons, sharing her own experiences.
Okay, that's a great tip. No more one-word answers.
Put that one away.
We're adding detail and personality to every text.
And she uses humor.
Ooh, humor.
She sprinkles in a few jokes and playful comments to keep the conversation light and fun. Humor is such a powerful way to connect with someone, even through text. It shows that you're intelligent, you're playful, and you don't take yourself too seriously.
I love that. It's like you're creating this fun, flirty vibe that makes him want to keep texting you.
Yes.
And she's not afraid to tune the conversation back to him.
Exactly.
She asks some engaging questions. She shows genuine interest in his life.
Yeah.
And she makes him feel like he's the only person in the world she wants to talk to.
It's a good feeling.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
This is all about creating that back and forth dynamic, isn't it?
It is.
It's not just him entertaining her.
Nope.
It's a genuine exchange of energy and interest.
Yes. You got it. And this ties into another important point that Brian's highlights, avoiding the generic hey trap.
The dreaded hey text.
Ugh, the worst.
I think I've received 1 million of those in my dating life. And let me tell you, they rarely lead to anything exciting.
They really don't.
And he actually backs this up with some fascinating research from Aziz Ansari.
Oh, love him.
And Eric Klinneberg's book, Modern Romance.
Okay.
Which found that generic texts make people feel unimportant.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. It's like if you can't even be bothered to come up with a more personalized greeting, I'm not exactly feeling special.
Exactly.
It's like you're sending a mass text to your entire contact list, hoping someone will bite.
Exactly. And Brian's provides some great examples of personalized, attention-grabbing opening texts that will make him feel like he's the only one you're thinking about.
Okay, spill the secrets. I'm ready to ditch the hey and upgrade my texting game.
Me too.
Yeah.
Instead of just, hey, try referencing something specific from your last conversation or a shared experience. Like, hey, I was just thinking about that hilarious story you told me about.
Okay, I like that.
Or, hey, I saw that band you mentioned is playing next week. Are you going?
Ooh, I like those.
Yeah.
It shows that you're paying attention and that you actually remember the things he's told you.
Yeah.
It's way more flattering than a generic, hey.
Much better.
And along the lines of keeping him engaged,
yes,
Brian's emphasizes the power of short and sweet texts.
Yes. Less is more.
Okay, this is music to my ears. I'm not a fan of those long,
oh my God,
drawn-out text conversations.
For worse.
That feel like an obligation.
And it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have a quick, flirty exchange that leaves him wanting more.
Exactly. Brian argues that the goal of texting, especially in the early stages, is to create intrigue and a desire to connect in person.
In real life.
It's not the platform for having those deep, meaningful conversations or sharing your entire life story.
Yeah, I feel that.
Save that for real life interactions.
Save it for the date.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Texting should be a spark.
Yes.
A tease.
A little tease.
A way to build anticipation for seeing each other again.
Yeah.
It's not a substitute for real life connection.
You got it. And he explains that less is more.
Less is more.
When it comes to texting.
Oh,
you want to leave him wanting more.
Yeah.
Not feeling overwhelmed or bored.
So we're keeping it short, flirty, and intriguing. Got it.
Got it. And he has another great point that builds on this.
Okay.
Concrete plans over vague flirtation.
Okay, explain this one. What's the difference between concrete plans and vague flirtation?
Ooh, good question. Okay. Vague flirtation is all about hinting and suggesting without actually making a move.
Okay.
You know, those we should hang out sometime texts that never actually lead to anything.
I've gotten so many of those.
I know, right?
And it's just like...
It's like, come on. Just ask me out.
Just do it already.
Concrete plans, on the other hand, are about seizing the opportunity to set a date when it arises.
So instead of just saying, it would be fun to grab coffee sometime.
Yeah.
I should be more specific.
You should be.
Hey, I'm free on Friday afternoon. Want to grab coffee?
You got it. Brian's provides a great breakdown of a conversation between Maria and Chance.
Okay.
That perfectly illustrates this point.
Okay. I'm ready for another texting success story. Tell me about Maria and Chance.
Okay, Maria and Chance. So they've been texting back and forth, flirting, getting to know each other.
Okay.
Chance mentions that he'd love to see Maria's karaoke performance sometime.
Ooh. So he's expressing interest.
He is.
But it's still pretty open-ended.
Very vague.
He's not actually making a move to ask her out?
Not yet.
Right.
And Maria could have easily replied with something vague like, yeah, I'd love to hang out sometime too.
Right.
But instead, she takes charge.
How does she do that? Give me the details.
She says something like, I had fun too.
Yeah.
I can't make any promises about the karaoke though, lol.
I love that.
I'm free Friday.
Casually drops it.
What about you?
Wow. She casually drops that she's free on Friday.
She does.
And then turns it back on him.
Yeah.
It's like she's giving him the opportunity to step up and make plans. But she's not going to chase him.
She's not. And Chance replies that Friday works for him too?
Of course it does.
I know, right?
From there, Maria confidently suggests a place and time.
Yes.
And boom, they have a date.
They do.
Maria's my new hero.
I know, right?
She didn't wait around for him to lead.
No.
She took the opportunity and made it happen. I love that confidence. And you know what?
Right.
I bet that confidence is exactly what attracted Chance to her in the first place.
I bet so.
If you're loving these texting tips and want even more juicy insights from the world of dating and relationships, make sure to hit that like button.
Yes.
And subscribe to the Book Summary Podcast.
Do it.
You got it.
We've got tons of great content coming your way.
We do.
And Brian's emphasizes that this confidence is incredibly attractive to men.
Yeah.
They want a woman who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to go after it.
It's about being an equal partner.
It is.
Not just waiting to be chosen.
Exactly. And along these lines, he has another great tip.
Okay.
Flirt back.
Okay, I'm blushing already.
No!
Tell me more about this flirting back business.
Okay.
I'm always a little nervous about coming on too strong or sounding cheesy.
It's a fine line.
It really is.
Yeah.
Brian says that when he compliments you or flirts, Don't just say thank you and move on. Mirror his interest.
Yes.
To build attraction and create that playful banter.
Yes.
That keeps him hooked.
You got it. So if he says something like, you look beautiful last night.
Yeah.
You should do more than just say thanks.
More than thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
You can playfully tease him back.
Yeah.
Maybe say something like, you didn't look so bad yourself.
That's a good one.
Or you can acknowledge his compliment and then add your own flirtatious twist.
Ooh. I like it.
Ooh, I'm starting to see the possibilities here. It's like you're turning up the heat.
You are.
And letting him know that you're feeling it too.
Exactly. And Brian's gives a great example of a man complimenting a woman on her dress.
Okay, hit me with this example.
Yeah.
I need all the flirting inspiration I can get.
I know, we all do. So he texts her saying, hey, it was great seeing you yesterday.
Okay.
That dress you wore was breathtaking.
Ooh, that's a pretty swoon-worthy compliment.
It is.
I'd be melting into a puddle of emojis if I received that text.
I know.
What does she say back?
She replies with,
Bye.
Thanks, you're so sweet.
It's fine.
What are you up to today?
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
But it does seem a little lackluster.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's like she missed an opportunity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Brian's points out that while she acknowledged his compliment, she didn't really flirt back.
Okay.
She missed an opportunity to build on the attraction and show him that she was feeling it too.
Okay. So how could she have responded differently?
He suggests something like,
okay.
Thank you. You were pretty tempting to look at yourself.
Ooh.
You're lucky your friends were with you.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
It's playful.
It is.
It's suggestive.
Yes.
And it definitely lets him know that she noticed him too.
Exactly. It's about meeting his energy and creating that spark of mutual attraction.
All right, listeners, are you catching all this?
I hope so.
Flirt back. It's a crucial part of the texting game. And if you're looking for more dating advice and tips for navigating the modern world of romance, be sure to check out the Book Summary Podcast for even more amazing book breakdowns.
You got it.
You got it.
And Brian's emphasizes that this flirting should be balanced with a sense of calm confidence.
I like that.
He talks about the importance of responding, not reacting to his texts.
Okay, let's unpack this idea of responding versus reacting. What's the difference in the texting world?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because I know I've definitely been guilty of sending those impulsive, emotionally driven texts that I later regret.
Me too. We've all been there.
Reacting is often driven by insecurity.
It is.
Or neediness. It's those quick emotional responses that can sometimes come across as desperate or overeager.
Too much too soon.
Oh, I've definitely been there. That feeling of, he hasn't texted back in an hour. What does it mean?
Right.
Should I text him again? Maybe he's lost his phone. Maybe he's in an accident.
Oh, my God. Stop. It's like my mind goes to the worst case scenarios.
And I just can't help myself.
I know, me too. Yeah. And those knee-jerk reactions can sabotage your efforts.
Okay.
Yeah. So we gotta chill.
Responding, on the other hand, is about taking a moment to collect yourself.
Right.
Take a deep breath and then craft a text that is thoughtful, confident, and in alignment with your value.
So it's about pausing, taking a breath, and then choosing how you want to present yourself.
Yeah.
Rather than letting your emotions dictate your actions. It's about being in control of the narrative.
Exactly.
Rather than letting insecurity run the show.
You got it. And Brian's gives a great example of this with Jacob and Catherine.
Okay, I'm ready for another texting case study. Tell me about Jacob and Catherine.
Okay, Jacob and Catherine. So they're texting back and forth, and Jacob is clearly trying to keep the conversation going.
Okay.
He's asking her questions. Yeah. He's sharing anecdotes. He's putting in the effort.
Okay, so far so good. Sounds like Jacob is doing everything right. What's Catherine doing? Catherine, on the other hand, is giving him very little to work with. Her responses are short, unenthusiastic, and almost dismissive.
Oh, no. Poor Jacob.
I know, right?
Is Catherine just not into him?
We don't know for sure, but Brian's points out that her texting style might be unintentionally pushing him away. She's not mirroring his enthusiasm. She's not flirting back. And she's not giving him any reason to believe that she's interested.
So what does he suggest she do differently?
Good question.
How does she shift from reacting to responding? Because I know I've definitely fallen into this trap of being too cool for school or playing it safe by not revealing too much of myself.
I think we all have. Okay. Brian's provides some great examples of how Catherine can be more engaging without being over the top or betraying her own sense of authenticity.
Right.
Instead of those one-word answers, she starts elaborating, asking questions.
And showing that she's actually listening to what Jacob is saying.
This is reminding me of that mirroring enthusiasm
it is.
we talked about earlier. It's about meeting his energy.
It is.
And showing that you're invested in the conversation rather than coming across as bored or disinterested.
Exactly. And this shift in her texting style makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Jacob starts feeling more confident.
Yay.
He starts flirting more openly.
Yeah.
And the conversation starts flowing more naturally.
It's like her responsiveness creates a more positive, flirtatious dynamic that encourages him to step up his game.
Exactly. And this brings us to another texting gem from the book. The difference between attention-giving and attention-seeking texts.
Ooh, I love this distinction.
Me too.
Tell me more about it.
Okay.
Because I know I've definitely sent those attention-seeking texts that probably made me look a little too eager.
We've all been there.
We have.
Attention-seeking texts are those...
What are you doing? Or are you there? Messages that reek of neediness and insecurity.
Ugh, I hate those texts.
Me too.
Both sending and receiving them.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
It puts pressure on him to respond immediately and can make you seem overly invested or even a little desperate.
It's like you're constantly seeking his validation
and
reassurance, which can be a major turnoff.
Yes.
Exactly. And Brian suggests that instead of those "what are you doing" texts, we should focus on sending attention-giving texts.
Attention-giving, yes.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's an attention-giving text? Give me some examples. Because I'm ready to ditch the needy vibes and upgrade my texting game.
I think we all are. Attention-giving texts are those messages that show you're thinking of him without expecting an immediate response. They're light, flirty, and often reference something specific to him or your shared experiences.
So instead of, "what are you up to?"
Yes.
I could text him something like, "Hey, I just drove past that coffee shop we went to and it made me smile.
Whoa.
Hope you're having a great day."
I love that.
Or you could say something like, "I just heard that song we danced to and it made me think of you."
That's a good one.
Or even something simple like, "Just wanted to say good morning and wish you a great day."
Perfect.
I love those examples.
Yeah.
They're so much better than those generic attention-grabbing texts.
They are.
That can make you seem needy or insecure. It's like you're letting him know that you're thinking of him.
You are.
Without putting any pressure on him to respond immediately.
Exactly. And Brian's provides a ton of these attention-giving text examples in the book.
Okay, give me some more. I'm liking this.
Okay. Like, spotted you at the gym this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Or thinking about that kiss you gave me. Still gives me the tingles.
Ooh, those are good.
A little spicy.
They're playful, they're suggestive.
Yes.
And they definitely get his attention without being over the top.
You got it. And along these lines, Brian's highlights the importance of letting him impress you.
Okay, preach. I'm all about embracing my feminine energy and letting the man do the pursuing.
You go, girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brian's argues that you don't need to be a texting comedian or constantly try to entertain him.
Right.
Relax, be yourself, and let him do the work of impressing you.
You got it. This reminds me of that leaning back concept that we discussed earlier.
Right.
It's about trusting the process
Totally.
and not feeling like you have to carry the entire weight of the interaction.
Yeah.
It's about creating space for him to shine and show you what he's made of.
Right. And he connects this to the broader dynamic of masculine and feminine energy in dating.
Yeah.
It's about allowing him to step into his masculine role of pursuing and courting.
Yeah.
While you embrace your feminine energy of receiving and responding.
Exactly. And this ties into another important point that Brian's makes. Overanalyzing is a trap.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I know, right?
I think we've all been down that rabbit hole.
So many times.
Of dissecting every text.
I know.
Trying to decode its hidden meaning.
Oh, yeah.
Does he use a period instead of an exclamation point?
What does that emoji mean?
Did he intentionally leave out that emoji?
Exactly.
It's exhausting.
It is. And Brian says,
okay,
to resist the temptation to overanalyze every text.
Right.
Men are generally more straightforward.
Okay.
And in the moment with their texting.
Right.
He's probably not sitting there crafting a strategic text message with hidden layers of meaning. He's probably just replying as he goes about his day.
Okay, I'm taking a deep breath and releasing all that texting anxiety.
Let it go.
It's so freeing to let go of that over-analyzing tendency.
I know. It's so much better.
I'm choosing to trust that if he's interested,
yes,
he'll make it clear.
And Brian's provides some great advice on how to stay detached.
Yeah.
And avoid creating unnecessary drama in your head.
I like that.
He says to focus on your own life.
Yeah?
Not make him the center of your universe.
That's such great advice.
It is.
It's about having a fulfilling life outside of dating.
It is.
Which makes you more confident and less likely to obsess over every little text.
Totally.
It's like you're creating a rich, vibrant life
that
he wants to be a part of, rather than putting all your energy into trying to decipher his texting patterns.
Exactly. And he also suggests trusting your gut instincts.
Intuition.
If something feels off, or you're constantly questioning his intentions, it might be a sign that he's not the right guy for you.
Okay. It's like our intuition is often trying to tell us something.
It is.
But we sometimes ignore it in favor of overthinking.
All the time.
I'm definitely going to start paying more attention to those gut feelings.
Me too. And this brings us to a very controversial texting topic that Brian's tackles, the post-date thank you debate.
Ooh, this is a good one.
It is.
I've heard so many conflicting opinions
on
whether or not to send a thank you text after a date.
Me too. Some people say it's polite. It shows that you had a good time, while others say it makes you seem too eager or desperate.
Right. It's a tricky one. And Brian's actually presents both sides of the argument. He acknowledges that a thank you text, especially if it's lighthearted and flirty, can be a way to show your appreciation and keep the momentum going. I can see that perspective. It's like, why not express your enjoyment and leave him with a positive feeling?
Yeah.
Just basic good manners, right?
It is.
Right.
But he also brings in some interesting research from another dating expert, Rachel Greenwald, whose research, based on interviews with 1,000 single men, suggests that thank you texts can actually be a turnoff.
Wow. That's a pretty strong reaction.
It is.
I'm surprised that so many men would be turned off by a simple thank you.
It is.
What did those men say about thank you texts?
They said it made women seem too eager or desperate for their attention.
Interesting.
Like they were trying too hard to impress or win them over.
Okay, I can see how that might be a turnoff for some men.
Yeah.
Especially those who like to feel like they're in control of the pursuit.
Yeah.
So how do we reconcile
good question.
seemingly conflicting viewpoints?
Yeah.
Is there a right or wrong answer when it comes to the thank you text?
That's a good question. Brian suggests that the best approach might depend on the specific dynamic and your age.
Okay, I'm curious. Tell me more about how age factors into this thank you text dilemma.
Okay.
He suggests that if you're in your 20s or early 30s, a thank you text might be more acceptable. As men in this age group might actually expect it or even find it endearing.
That makes sense.
Texting is such a big part of dating culture.
Huge.
For millennials and Gen Z, it's almost expected to communicate constantly, even after a date. But if you're dating someone older, especially 40 or above, it might be best to let him make the first move. Men in this age group might be more old-fashioned or prefer a more traditional approach to dating, where the man initiates contact.
Yes.
So err on the side of caution and avoid seeming too eager if you're dating an older man.
Exactly. And he suggests that even if you do send a thank you text, keep it lighthearted and playful, not overly gushy or romantic. You don't want to come across as too invested or desperate for a second date.
Okay, I'm getting the picture.
Yeah.
No novels.
No.
Just a brief, flirty acknowledgement that you had a good time. Something like, hey, thanks for dinner. Had a great time. Or thanks for the fun night. I'm still smiling.
Exactly. It's about keeping it light, fun, and flirtatious.
And it's about reading the specific dynamic.
Yes.
If he's already texting you regularly and seems enthusiastic, a thank you text might be well received. But if he's more reserved or old-fashioned, it might be best to hold off and let him lead the communication.
Exactly. It's all about being sensitive to the specific situation and the individual you're dating. There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
This is such great advice.
It is.
I love how Brian's acknowledges the nuances of dating and provides those personalized insights.
Yeah.
What else does he say about crafting texts?
So much good stuff.
That attract high-quality men.
He has a great tip that might seem counterintuitive at first.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to disagree with them.
Wait, really? Disagree?
Yes.
I thought the goal was to find common ground and show that we're compatible.
It is in some ways, but you also want to show that you have your own opinions and that you're not just a yes woman. Okay. It's about showing that you have your own opinions and you're not afraid to express them.
I like that.
It's about creating that playful banter that can lead to a deeper connection.
So instead of just agreeing with everything he says,
right,
I should actually challenge him a little.
Exactly. Don't backpedal when he disagrees with you.
Okay.
Turn up the sass and have some fun with the tension.
Ooh, I love this.
Yeah.
It's about not being afraid to challenge him and express my own opinions.
You got it.
Even if they differ from his.
Right.
It's about showing him that I'm not a pushover.
Yeah.
And I can hold my own in a conversation.
Exactly. And he provides a great example.
Okay,
just illustrate this.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say you're texting a guy and you mention that you don't like a particular restaurant.
Okay, I'm imagining the scene.
Yeah.
I'm texting my crush and I casually mention that I hate, let's say, pizza.
Pizza. Bold move.
And he replies with,
are
you kidding? I love pizza. I eat it all the time.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. A pizza lover.
Flirt.
What do I do?
I know, right?
Brian says that many women in this situation
would immediately back down or apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry. They'd say something like, oh, sorry, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Or teach their own, I guess.
Right. And that's where you miss the opportunity.
Right. That fear of seeming difficult or turning him off.
Right.
It's like we're so conditioned to be agreeable and accommodating.
Yeah.
Especially when we're trying to impress someone.
Yeah, it is.
And Brian suggests instead of shrinking back or trying to appease him,
don't do it.
We should embrace the disagreement playfully.
Oh!
Okay, I'm ready for the sassy comeback.
Okay. This is good.
How do I turn this pizza disagreement into a flirting opportunity?
He suggests saying something like,
okay,
hey, no judgment. I don't expect everyone to have my level of taste and sophistication.
Ooh, I love that.
Right.
It's playful.
Yeah.
It's a bit teasing.
It is.
And it definitely shows that you're not afraid to stand your ground. You got it.
It's like, you can love your pizza, and I can love my whatever I love.
Exactly. And this playful banter can create that push and pull dynamic that keeps him engaged and sparks attraction.
Yes.
It's about showing him that you're not a pushover. You have your own opinions.
Yeah.
And you're not afraid to challenge him a little.
It's like you're showing him that you're an interesting, multifaceted person.
You are.
Not just a mirror reflecting his own preferences.
Exactly. And this ties into another important point that Brian's makes.
Okay.
Avoid guilt trips and passive aggression at all costs.
Yes. Guilt trips and passive aggression are relationship killers.
Oh, the worst.
No one wants to be on the receiving end of that negativity.
It's awful.
It just creates resentment and pushes people away.
Exactly.
Exactly. And Brian's illustrates this perfectly with the example of Linda and Rob.
Okay, I'm ready for this one.
Okay, let's hear about Linda and Rob. I have a feeling this is going to be a cautionary tale.
It might be.
So, Linda and Rob have made plans to hang out.
Okay.
But then Rob cancels at the last minute.
The worst.
Saying something came up at work.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm already feeling for Linda.
I know.
There's nothing worse than having your plans canceled.
It's the worst.
Especially if you're really looking forward to seeing someone. It's like that anticipation builds and then crashes down in disappointment.
Right.
And it's so easy to react emotionally in those situations.
It is. It is.
Most of us in Linda's shoes would probably send a passive-aggressive text like,
no,
oh, okay, whatever. I guess you're just too busy for me.
The worst.
Or maybe something like,
fine.
Have fun at work.
Yeah.
Dripping with sarcasm, of course.
But Brian's points out that these kinds of texts are just self-sabotaging.
They are.
They reek of neediness and insecurity.
Yep.
And they definitely don't make him want to spend time with you.
It's like you're begging for his attention and validation, which is never attractive.
Not a good look.
And Brian suggests that instead of guilt tripping or being passive-aggressive, Linda should either gracefully accept his cancellation and move on, or playfully challenge him to make it up to her.
Ooh, I like that one.
So instead of that bitter whatever, dude, she could say something like, oh, that's a shame. I was really looking forward to seeing you. How about we reschedule for next weekend?
That's much better.
Or even something a bit more teasing like, well, I guess you'll have to make up for this with an extra special date when you're free.
I love that.
I love that. It's playful.
It is.
It's confident.
Yes.
And it shows that you're not going to let his cancellation ruin your day.
Exactly. It's about maintaining your dignity and showing him that you're not going to chase him.
Right.
Or let his actions affect your mood.
Right. And it's about knowing your worth.
Right.
You got it.
You're the prize. And he needs to work for the privilege of seeing you.
Exactly. And this brings us to a point that Brian's hammers home throughout the book. Neediness is repellent.
Okay, truth bomb.
I know, right?
No one wants to date a needy person.
So unattractive.
It's draining.
It is.
It's unattractive.
Yeah.
And it creates an unhealthy dynamic where one person is constantly seeking validation and the other person feels suffocated.
Exactly. And Brian's provides some truly cringeworthy examples of needy texts that turn men off.
Okay, I'm bracing myself.
I know.
Hit me with those examples. What should we never text a guy? Because I'm ready to exercise any lingering neediness from my texting habits.
We should all do that. Things like, hey, haven't heard from you in a while.
Oh, no.
Just wanted to see what you're up to. I wouldn't come over anymore.
Oh.
Or even saw your post on Facebook.
Oh, God.
Just thought I'd say hi.
Ugh. Those texts are so painful. I know, right?
I can feel the desperation oozing from the screen. It's like, please, please, please pay attention to me.
Right.
And Brian's emphasizes the importance of maintaining your dignity and self-respect.
You got it.
Don't chase him.
No.
Don't beg for his attention.
Right.
And don't let his actions dictate your worth.
Don't do it.
So if he's not reaching out or making an effort, it's time to move on.
It is.
It's like you're better off focusing your energy on someone who is actually excited to be in your life.
Exactly. You deserve someone who's enthusiastic about you and wants to be in your life. Don't settle for anything less.
All right, listeners, are you taking notes? No neediness. We're radiating confidence and self-worth.
Confidence is key.
Because a high-value woman knows she deserves to be treated with respect.
Yes.
And doesn't waste her time on men.
Don't do it.
Who don't recognize her worth.
And Brian's actually provides a powerful antidote to neediness that I think is brilliant. Cheerful independence plus selective desire.
Okay, that sounds intriguing.
It is.
Break it down for us.
Okay.
What is this magical formula for attracting high-quality men?
Okay.
I want it.
Cheerful independence is about showing him that you have a fun, vibrant life of your own.
Okay.
You're not sitting around waiting for him to entertain you.
Yeah.
You're out there living your best life.
Living my best life.
Pursuing your passions and connecting with the people who bring you joy.
I love that.
Right.
It's about being a complete person who brings her own excitement to the table.
Exactly. And selective desire is about subtly hinting that you're interested in him, but you're also not desperate. It's about showing him that you have options.
Okay.
And your attention is a valuable commodity.
So it's not about playing hard to get.
No.
But about showing him that you're not just waiting around for him to pick you.
Right.
You have a life.
Yes.
You have standards. And you're not going to settle for anything less than you deserve.
You got it. And Brian's argues that this combination, cheerful independence and selective desire, is incredibly powerful for triggering a man's pursuit instincts.
Oh, we love to trigger that.
Yeah.
It's like you're saying, I'm amazing.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
And you'd be lucky to be a part of this.
You would be. And he gives some great examples.
Have the examples, please.
Of how to convey this through texting.
All right. Spill the secrets.
Yeah.
Give me those examples. How do I become the embodiment
Let's do it.
of cheerful independence and selective desire? Because I'm ready to unleash my inner high-value goddess.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Let's say he texts you.
Okay.
Asking about your plans for the evening.
Okay.
Instead of just saying, I'm staying home tonight.
Yeah.
You could reply with heading out with my girlfriends for a fun night.
Ooh, I like it.
We're going to try that new cocktail bar you mentioned.
Okay.
Wish you were there.
Ooh, I love that.
Right.
You're showing him that you have a social life.
Yes.
You're referencing something he said, which means you're paying attention.
Yes.
And you're subtly hinting that you wouldn't mind if he joined you.
You got it. It's playful, it's flirty, and it definitely makes him think, wait a minute, what am I missing out on?
Right.
Maybe I should be there too.
It creates that fear of missing out that can really amp up his attraction.
It can.
He's thinking, wait, she's having fun without me.
Yeah.
I need to be a part of that.
I gotta up my game.
Like, you're not chasing him.
You're not.
But you're creating a magnetic energy.
You are.
That pulls him towards you.
And Brian's emphasizes that this is much more effective than constantly being available or trying to entertain him through texting.
It's about letting him pursue you, not the other way around.
You got it.
And this ties into another important point he makes.
Okay.
Using high-energy feminine language.
Oh, yes. I love this one.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's a good one.
Tell me more about this high-energy feminine language.
Okay.
What does that look like in a text message?
Yeah. It's about using words that convey your youthful energy, warmth, and playfulness.
He provides a list of happy girl words that men love to see in texts. Ooh, I need this list. Give me those happy girl words.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go.
Fun love. Like play pretty happy, laugh.
Okay.
Funny friends. Family. Excited.
Right call.
Enjoy. Okay, good.
Okay. Right. I'm seeing the pattern here. These are all positive, upbeat words.
They are.
That evoke a sense of joy and excitement.
You gotta...
It's like you're painting a picture of a woman who loves life, embraces adventure, and brings that positive energy to every interaction.
And he emphasizes that even if you're not a naturally bubbly person, sprinkling these words into your texts can make a big difference in how you come across.
It's like you're consciously shifting your energy and creating a more attractive vibe.
It is.
That draws him in.
Yes. And he has this great point about using the word girl.
Okay, tell me more about the power of girl.
I will.
Because I have to admit, I sometimes avoid that word.
Yeah.
I feel like it can sound a bit immature or even demeaning at my age.
I know what you mean. Like, I'm a woman.
But Brian's argues that when women, regardless of their age, refer to themselves as girl while texting, it actually conveys a sense of youthful energy and playfulness. It makes you seem more approachable and less intimidating. So even if I'm 40 years old, saying, I'm going out with the girls tonight, can actually boost my attractiveness.
It can.
It's about tapping into that feminine energy that men find so alluring.
You got it. It's playful.
It is.
It's fun.
It is.
And it reminds him that you're a woman who knows how to enjoy life.
I love that.
Because I'm ready to become a texting temptress.
Let's do it. He says playful teasing is your secret weapon.
Ooh. I love a good playful tease.
I know, right?
It's such a fun way to flirt and keep him guessing.
It is. It is.
It's about creating that playful tension that keeps him coming back for more.
And Brian's provides a ton of examples. Showing how to use teasing to create attraction and challenge him in a way that...
Saying something like, you looked smoking hot in that red outfit last night.
Okay. Instead of just saying thanks, you could playfully tease him back. Saying something like, oh, thanks. I might wear that little number just for you someday. If you're a good boy, that is.
Ooh, spicy.
Ooh, I like that. It's acknowledging his compliment, but also adding that playful challenge that keeps him wanting more.
And he suggests using teasing to playfully question his mate-attracting skills.
Okay, explain this one.
Okay.
How do we tease him about his mate-attracting skill?
You could say something like, you've never texted me this much before. I'm beginning to think you want yourself a little more of me. I'm not surprised.
Ooh, that's good.
Right?
It's like you're calling him out on his flirtation.
Yeah.
But in a way that's playful and flattering. It's like, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about it.
Exactly. And it creates that I'm a catch vibe that makes him want to prove himself to you.
Because if he's not making a move, I'm ready to give him a little nudge in the right direction.
It's about subtly hinting that you're not satisfied with just texting and that you're used to men who take action.
He needs to do more than just text if he wants to keep your attention.
Exactly. And he provides some other variations on this theme.
Okay, give me some more.
Okay, like, you know, I think we text almost as much as I text my best friend weird.
Right.
Or if we keep this up, we might end up becoming texting besties. Kind of weird.
Ooh, those are good.
Yeah.
They're playful.
Yeah.
But they're teasing.
Yes.
And they definitely make him question where he stands.
Exactly.
And if he doesn't step up his game and ask you out,
right,
well, then, he's probably not the right guy for you anyway.
Exactly. You deserve someone who is enthusiastic about spending time with you.
Yeah.
Not someone who needs constant prodding and encouragement.
Right. Like, if you're not that interested, move along, buddy.
Yeah. You have options.
All right, listeners, take notes.
Yeah.
If he's not asking you out, it might be time to deploy the "it's weird" text.
Do it.
It's a subtle but powerful way to let him know
you got it,
that you're looking for something more than just a virtual connection.
And Brian's also provides some great tips for turning a friendly acquaintance into a potential date.